Hi everyone, and welcome to English for You. I'm Pat.
And I'm Elsie.
Today we're going to start reading this month's literature article. It's a book called Holes by a writer whose name is, and I think I'm getting it right, Louis Sachar. Apologies to him if that's not how I pronounce your name.
Louis Sachar 是一个非常有名的儿童童书作家, but I haven't read this book. Have you, Pat?
No, but I wrote the article that appears in our magazine, so I had to get kind of familiar with the story.
So what can you tell us about it without giving away too many spoilers?
Yeah, spoilers are terrible. So this book has a lot to do with how the past can affect the present. Some of the story takes place in the present day, but there are also two important stories from the past. In the book, they're almost told like three separate stories that all kind of come together. In our article, I've tried to combine them a bit more.
简单来说呢，故事分成3个部分来叙述，一个发生在现在，2个发生在过去。That sounds interesting.
Hopefully it is. It might get a bit confusing as the three stories get mixed, so we'll do our best to remind you of what happened in the story's past and what's happening right now.
Okay, well, let's see what the story is about and how it gets started by reading through day 1 of the article.
Reading.
Holes. Stanley Yelnats is in trouble. He's accused of stealing some basketball shoes. Though he's innocent, he's still sent to serve time at Camp Green Lake. This is a kind of prison for younger people. The warden of the camp, Ms. Walker, orders Stanley and the others to dig giant holes. Stanley starts to think that the warden is searching for something buried in the ground. The truth may be related to the past. It's said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town. That changed, however, after the people found out that Sam, a black man, and Catherine, a white woman, were in love. The locals wouldn't let the couple be together and attacked Sam. After Sam was killed, it stopped raining there, and the town's lake dried up. Catherine became a criminal and started to rob people. One of these was Stanley's great-grandfather. She stole his money, burying it in town, and no one was able to find it. Is this what the warden is looking for?
The article begins by introducing the main character and also getting us right into his situation. It says, Stanley Yelnats is in trouble.
哇，文章一开始就直接告诉我们主角 Stanley 有麻烦了。What kind of trouble? The article explains he's accused of stealing some basketball shoes. 他被指控偷窃篮球鞋。
If someone is accused of something, then someone else says they committed a crime or did something bad, though there may not be much proof at all. So the person who is accused of something is suspected of being guilty, but not proved guilty.
Accuse 这个动词呢是指控、控告。当某人被指控、控告做某件事的时候呢，我们可以说 be accused of， 后面加上被指控的内容。Stanley is accused of stealing some basketball shoes. Stanley 被指控窃取篮球鞋，不过这不代表他一定是 guilty 有罪的。But it seems that Stanley is punished for stealing the shoes. The article says, though he's innocent,He's still sent to serve time at Camp Green Lake.
The word innocent means that you didn't commit a particular crime or do anything bad in general. It's the opposite of the adjective guilty. A court can find you innocent in a trial, or you could just show people that you're innocent in other ways. What we're saying here is that Stanley didn't steal the shoes.
Innocent 这个形容词呢是无罪的、清白的，刚好跟刚才提到的 guilty 有罪的是相反。虽然 Stanley 是清白的，但他还是被送去 serve time. What does serve time mean?
Well, the phrase serve time is a pretty cool idiom, so let's go to today's Shortcut for You section to listen to a conversation that will explain it for us.
Shortcut for You.
$997, $998.
Wow, this is great. If we keep this up, we'll never have to work again.
That would be amazing. Maybe I could buy a huge boat and sail around the world.
I want to own a really fast car.
Wait, do you hear that?
It sounds like a police
car! Oh no, I don't want to serve time.
Time? Why are you worried about what time it is? We have to run.
To serve time actually means to spend time in prison.
Oh, serve time means 服刑. We'll both be serving time if we don't get out of here.
Let me grab the money.
There's no time. Let's go.
So, to serve time just means to spend some time in jail as punishment for a crime.
In this case, it's not a real prison, but a place called Camp Green Lake, 绿湖营。它是一个青少年感化院。Can you tell us more about this place?
Well, the article explains that this is a kind of prison for younger people. So what we know is it'll be outside, like a kind of a summer camp, but the kids won't be able to leave. They'll have jobs to keep them busy, and they'll be watched and controlled by guards.
所以青少年感化院呢，就像是监狱一样，不过是给青少年的。他们必须呢在里面工作，然后被狱卒监视。We find out about one of these jobs in the next sentence. The warden of the camp, Miss Walker, orders Stanley and the others to dig giant holes.
Okay, so holes there, that's kind of part of the title of the book. But what or who is a warden? Well, a warden is a person in charge of a place and who makes sure that all the rules are followed. Prisons have wardens, and so the word warden is often just used to mean a prison guard. In the US and other parts of North America, the title warden actually is used for a prison governor.
Warden 就是典狱长的意思。Miss Walker 这位典狱长呢，要 Stanley 跟其他人一起挖洞。那洞这个字 holes 就是我们这本书的 title 书名。And this warden wants them to dig giant holes.
Yeah, and the adjective giant is used to mean really big in size. Since we're talking about holes, a giant hole could mean it's really wide, it's really deep, or both. We could also say, there is a giant baseball bat statue near the Tianmu Baseball Stadium.
That's right. 天母棒球场旁边有一个大型的棒球棒雕像。我们看到 giant 这个字哦，它是一个形容词，代表巨大的。比起 big、large、huge 都还要来得大。那故事中的典狱长呢，要他们去挖巨大的洞。Maybe digging these holes is just part of the punishment for Stanley and the others. However, the article also says that Stanley starts to think that the warden is searching for something buried in the ground.
The phrase, or the phrasal verb, search for, just means the same as look for. But when we use search, we often mean it's kind of a more focused search.
To search for somebody or something 也可以说成 to look for somebody or something 寻找某人某物。 Stanley 觉得典狱长呢是不是想要找被埋在地底下的东西，所以才要他们挖洞？到底实情是什么呢？ The next paragraph of the article says the truth may be related to the past.
Okay, so this is where we start to bring in some of the backstory or the past story. Because if something is related to something else, then the two things are connected in some way. So what we're saying here is the reason for all this digging of giant holes may be connected to the past, something that happened a long time ago.
当 A 和 B 相关的时候呢，我们可以说 A is related to B. For example, my neighbor might be related to the murder in this town. 我的邻居啊，可能跟这座小镇的谋杀案有关系。那回到我们的小说故事里面，到底典狱长是为了要处罚他们才要他们挖洞，还是真的有东西被埋在那边呢？ The truth may be related to the past. 实情或许跟过去有关系。 Remember we said in today's introduction that there are two stories from the past that affect Stanley's life in the present day.
Yes, and it's time to introduce the first of these stories now. The article says, "It said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town."
It is said that 后面加上子句，代表的是据说。句首的 it 它是一个虚主词，那真主词呢在 that 所引导的子句当中。It's said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town. 据说绿湖啊以前是座漂亮的小镇。
Okay, let's take a look at the grammar we used in that sentence, which was, "It said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town." We can use this grammar to show what some people say or believe about a certain thing, or what is reported. It could be in some local news or online and so on. Now, there are two ways you can say that. You can start with it, which is kind of acting as what we call a false pronoun here. For example, we say, "It is said or believed or reported that," and then you put the subject and a verb and so on, like, "It said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town." Now, you can turn this sentence around and say it in another way with more of a passive voice. Here, you put the subject first. Something is said, believed, or reported to be, and then you put the rest of the description. So, "It said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town" becomes "Green Lake is said to have once been a beautiful town." So if we move the main subject, Green Lake, to the beginning, the sentence reads a bit differently. We're using to plus have plus pp in this case because it was something that happened in the past.
那同样的用法呢，还有句性 It is believed that 以及据报道 It is reported that. 那再给同学们一个例子哦 It's believed that smoking is the cause of lung cancer. 人们相信抽烟会导致肺癌。那我们也可以说成 Smoking is believed to be the cause of lung cancer. Okay, let's get back to our story. 绿湖为什么跟以前不一样了呢？ What happened to Green Lake?
The article says, "That changed," so here, that, Green Lake being a beautiful town, that changed, however, after the people found out that Sam, a black man, and Catherine, a white woman, were in love. Now, remember that in the past, in some states of the US, black people were forced to live separately from white people. A love affair or a marriage between the races would have been actually illegal in some states, and these laws were only kind of scrapped and gotten rid of as recently as 1967.
以前呢，黑人跟白人是不被允许相恋的。绿湖的改变呢，与这件事情有关系。故事说到，在人们发现黑人 Sam 和白人 Catherine 相恋之后，绿湖就不像过去一般美丽了。The article continues by saying the locals wouldn't let the couple be together and attacked Sam.
So a local is a person who lives in the area close by. If you're a local of a town, you are probably from the town or you've lived there a long time and you live in there or just outside it. For example, I am certainly a local of Nottingham in the UK, and after being here for 10 years, I'm basically a local of Taipei as well. Elsie, you would also be a local of Taipei?
Yes.
Okay, so in this story, locals means the people who live around Green Lake. We could also say, in another example, both locals and tourists like to visit Taiwan's night markets.
Local 这个名词呢，就是当地人、本地居民。那它还可以当作形容词哦，代表当地的、本地的。故事说到啊，当地人不愿允许这两个人相爱，他们还 attacked Sam.So
this verb attack, let's take a look at that. To attack someone means to try and hurt someone, generally by doing something physical, by hitting them with your hands, your feet, or with a weapon. Now, you could attack someone by sort of shouting at them and trying to make them feel bad with words, but the main point is that when you attack someone, you're trying to cause them pain, and if it's with physical violence, you might even be trying to kill them.Attack
这个动词啊，是攻击、袭击。What happened after they attacked Sam?
Well, we see in the article that after Sam was killed, it stopped raining there, again in Green Lake, and the town's lake dried up.
Poor Sam was killed by the locals. 在那之后呢，竟然停止下雨，绿湖呢也干枯了。That's pretty spooky.We also see that Catherine became a criminal and started to rob people.
A criminal is a person who breaks the law. They commit a crime, C-R-I-M-E. Crime. You can see criminal, crime are quite related. A crime is an act that's against the law. So police try to catch criminals and send them to jail.We can also use the word criminal as an adjective, like criminal acts or criminal lawyer. But as a noun, we could use a sentence like, the criminal tried to escape, but the police officer stopped him.
Criminal 在文章中呢，指的是罪犯、犯人，是一个名词。那这个字啊，可以当形容词用啊，代表犯罪的。比如说犯罪的记录 criminal records。那犯人犯下的罪，我们会说 crime 这个字。C-R-I-M-E, crime. Catherine 竟然变成了罪犯，到处 robbed people.
That's right. Now, the word rob means to take someone's possessions away from someone. It's a little bit different from the word steal. You can rob a person or rob a place, but you steal the things inside it. So we can say rob a bank, but not steal a bank, and steal money,but not rob money. You could steal from someone. Steal from would mean the same as rob. So the criminal robbed the man is the same as the criminal stole from the man, or the criminal stole the man's money.
Rob 这个动词呢是抢劫，后面会直接加抢劫的对象或地方。For example, robbers rob.People. Robbers rob banks. 那 steal 这个字呢，它后面呢只能加的是财物哦。比如说 the criminal stole the man's money. 罪犯偷那男人的钱。
Okay, that's right. So, back to the story. Catherine robbed people. But what then? We see that one of these was Stanley's great-grandfather.So here we're using the word these to mean these people or the people Catherine robbed. So back in the past again, one of the people Catherine robbed when she became a criminal was Stanley, our main character's great-grandfather. That means his grandfather's father.
所以 Catherine 也抢了 Stanley 的曾祖父。We also see that she stole his money,burying it in town, and no one was able to find it. I think I know what comes next.
Right? There's a lot of money buried somewhere in Green Lake, and the warden is digging holes. Are these things related to each other? It's likely. As the article says, is this, so this money, what the warden is looking for?
难道那笔钱就是典狱长在找的东西吗？同学们可以 predict 预测故事接下来的发展哦。Now it's time for today's For You Chat question.
For You Chat.
So today's question is kind of about Stanley. At the start, he was accused of stealing shoes, which he didn't do. But the question is, have you ever been accused of something you didn't do? And what happened? And Elsie, I believe you have an epic story.
Yes, I always remember this story. It will never go away. I used to remember clearly that when I was 12 years old, I went to a stationery shop with my friend. When we were leaving, the alarm went off.
What did you do?
Wait. The owner of the shop wanted to check my bag to see if I stole anything. I was so mad and refused to let him search my bag.
Whoa.
I called my mom, my teacher,
What?
and the police.
And you called the police?
Yeah.
The store owner didn't call the police.
No,
You did.
I did. They all arrived and the police checked my bag. It turned out that the owner forgot to take off the sensor on the pencil case I just bought.
Oh, so you didn't take anything. It was his fault for not doing
Right.
his job properly.
Right.
So what happened kind of in the end? Did it all...
So the owner apologized to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the police was like, okay, so everything is all right now.
You really you were only like 12 and you called the
Yeah,
police?
because I was extremely angry.
So you had a phone to call the police on? Okay.
I had a phone.
Wow. I'm going to call my mum. I'm going to call my Why teacher?
Because I want my teacher to know.
Okay.
And maybe to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. That is quite an exciting sort of story.
Yeah, so I don't like to be accused of anything that I didn't do.
Yes, I don't think anybody likes being accused of anything they didn't do.
Right.
I haven't been in any kind of major story like that. If I've been accused of something, it's usually something I have done and maybe tried to get away with. Or if it's been something that's not really that important. Never anything like an actual crime or stealing or anything like that. If I've done it, then I probably actually did it. So it was okay to accuse me. Anyway, that is all the time we have for today, but we will be back tomorrow for part 2 of the story Holes. See you then. Bye for now.
Bye.
Holes. Stanley Yelnats is in trouble. He's accused of stealing some basketball shoes. Though he's innocent, he's still sent to serve time at Camp Green Lake. This is a kind of prison for younger people. The warden of the camp, Ms. Walker, orders Stanley and the others to dig giant holes. Stanley starts to think that the warden is searching for something buried in the ground. The truth may be related to the past. It's said that Green Lake was once a beautiful town. That changed, however, after the people found out that Sam, a black man, and Catherine, a white woman, were in love. The locals wouldn't let the couple be together and attacked Sam. After Sam was killed, it stopped raining there, and the town's lake dried up. Catherine became a criminal and started to rob people. One of these was Stanley's great-grandfather. She stole his money, burying it in town, and no one was able to find it. Is this what the warden is looking for?
Vocabulary Review. Innocent. I can't believe you think Ethan stole the money. I swear to you, he is innocent. Giant. Most of the fish in this lake are small, but that one is giant. Local. This popular night market is always filled with tourists and locals alike. Attack. The cat attacked the piece of string as though it were a real animal. Criminal. Barry is a dangerous criminal, and he is running from the police. Rob. 2 men tried to rob my dad when he left the office building late last night.